Hello there, first graders. It's Miss Hess here in the library. I have an electronic book for you today to share with you. Electronic book we call ebook for short. And those are books that we read on either your computer or maybe some kind of device like an iPad or something like that. So the title of our story today is called Nana in the City, and it is by Lauren Castillo. There's our author's name right there. What does that tell us if we only see one name on the cover of a book? Think about that for a second. It means that person has two jobs. Okay, when there's only one name on the cover of a book, that person has two jobs. What are those jobs? You guessed it, the author who writes the words and the illustrator who does the pictures, right? Okay, and another thing we need to talk about with this cover is the word Nana. Some of you might know that because you might call one of your relatives this name. Nana is another way of saying grandmother. Okay? So it means like grandmother in the city. Here we go. And there's our title page. I went to stay with Nana at her new apartment in the city. I love my Nana, but I don't love the city. The city is busy. The city is loud. Looks like New York or Chicago, big city like that, right? The city is filled with scary things. Why do you think that you might feel afraid in a big city like that? Like maybe because you're not used to it, right? That happens a lot when we go to new places that we're not used to. Sometimes it can feel scary. It is no place for a Nana to live. But Nana says the city is wonderful, bustling, booming, and extraordinary. She says it is the perfect place for a Nana to live. At night, the room rumbles and shakes. That's because of the trains, right? You can see that out the window. There is no sleeping here. Nana, aren't you afraid of the city? It is busy, loud, and filled with scary things. Nana gave me a kiss. Tucked my blanket in nice and tight. Tomorrow, she said, I will show you how wonderful the city is. When I woke up in the morning, Nana was holding a fancy red cape. For you to wear on our walk today, she said. You'll see that the city is not scary at all. I felt brave in my cape. Superhero cape, right? We got ready and left the apartment. The city was busy. Oh, but they're at a beautiful park, aren't they? The city was loud. Ah, look at good music going on in that city. But Nana was right. The city was not filled with scary things. The city was filled with extraordinary things. There is so much for a Nana to do in this city. When it was time to leave, I wrapped Nana in my cape. "This will keep you brave," I tell her. The city is busy, the city is loud, and it is the absolute perfect place for a Nana to live. And that was the end of our story. So we learned a lot about reading that story, about being a little bit afraid of unfamiliar things. That means when you're not used to being in a certain place, it kind of can seem a little bit scary until you get used to things, right? So for that kid, visiting his grandma in the big city turned out to be really, really cool. So I wish you all a good day, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.